Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Rachel and this is Rachel Knows Things. So on to the video. How to get chosen as a tenant for your dream property. As I'm sure you've seen in this rental market, there are some amazing properties listed for some fantastic prices. I've made a list of qualities I like for my potential tenants, which make me want to choose them over anybody else. Number 1, have a great tenant profile. The best tenant is someone who makes a decent amount of money, which is maybe 3 times the monthly rent, someone who has great credit, and someone with great landlord references. However, I do understand that not everyone is in the ideal situation. You might not have the best income or the best credit, or you're a student, or you're a newcomer to Canada with no income or credit. And so I have some other tips for you that I think will help strengthen your application despite all of this. Number 2, introduce yourself. If you start off a conversation with, I'm interested, or when can I see the property, but there is no follow-up to that, chances are you likely won't get a reply. A good way to start the conversation is, hi, my name is Rachel. I like your property and I'm looking to move in December 1st and I am moving in with my sister. This is a very good opening as it tells the landlord your timeline and who is moving in. Next, I like to know a little bit more background information about my tenants. So something along the lines of, hi, I work at a marketing firm just down the street from your property. I've been working there for about 4 years and I make $50,000 and I have a credit score of 780. And that is a very great statement because it gives the landlord a lot of information about yourself. It shows that you care and that you want this property. If you are not comfortable sharing such specific information about yourself, that's fine. You can say something like, I make above $50,000 a year, or my credit score is above 700, or you can even be very vague about it. I have a very good income and I have very good credit. Number 3, be timely. What I mean by that is respond in a timely manner, and if you schedule an appointment to see the property, show up on time. If you can't show up on time, that is fine. Just give your landlord a heads up, like as early as possible, such as, oh, I'm being held back at work, I need to finish something, I'm about an hour behind, can we reschedule, or does an hour later work for you? So just being very proactive and letting your landlord know that you aren't going to be late, but you are interested in seeing the property. Number 4, try and be flexible with your schedule. We are all busy people here nowadays, so if you give a very broad range of time as to when you're available, that's great. Such as, I'm free weekdays after 6 p.m. Any day is good. Please let me know what your schedule is like. As opposed to someone who goes, I'm only free this Thursday morning at 8 a.m. Can you make it work? I mean, sometimes we can accommodate that, but that's not a very good impression to give your potential landlords. Number 5, be prepared. Try and research the building beforehand if you can, or ask all the questions that you need to ask before meeting in person. Let's say you want to live in a property that has a pool, and if you don't have a pool, you don't even want to see the property, then that is something that you should ask before you see the property. That way, this doesn't waste your time looking at the property, it doesn't waste the landlord's time showing it to you, and you can filter out a lot of properties that don't meet your criteria. Other things to ask about beforehand or try and look it up is utilities, like what utilities are included in the rental price, what amenities there are in the property. If you need parking, you got to make sure that your unit comes with a parking spot, or how easy it is to find a parking spot within the building. Or if you have friends that come over and visit you often, ask about visitor parking, if it's included, if it's in another building, if there's a certain price for it, or maybe there's no visitor parking at all. Number 6, have all your rental documents ready. My favorite kind of tenants are the ones that are so prepared that they come, see the property, they say, I love it, here are all my rental documents. And if you don't have it physically in person, that's fine. They go, let me go home and I will email it to you right away. Those are my favorite tenants. You will hear back from me very quickly because you have given me a very good response and I like you. If your income or credit isn't the best and you pull this move on me, I like you. I will pick you, or at least I will give your application a look and consider you very strongly. Lastly, for those of you who are either students or newcomers to Canada who have no income or no credit, something to consider is providing a larger deposit or offering a higher rental amount. This helps assure the landlord that you do have the sufficient funds to pay rent. Typically with international students who have no income, no credit, and are young, their family offers 1 year of rent upfront, and this lets them rent almost any property that they want, because all landlords like this. They know that rent will be paid on time because you already paid it up front, and that there won't be any payment issues. However, if you can't afford to pay 1 year's rent up front, which I understand is a lot, see if you can look at your budget, consider 3 to 6 months. That way it will help strengthen your application and make the landlord consider you. As I'm making this list, I realize that there is an overall theme here. I like tenants who have great communication. Someone who tells me who they are, someone who provides updates on time, like when they're gonna show up, someone who tells me yes or no, someone who just answers my questions in a timely manner. So if you're upfront about everything, you're responsive, you're polite, you're responsible, then I like you. I will probably pick you. So I hope these tips help you get picked for your dream property, and that it helps smooth out the process for both landlords and tenants. Thank you very much for joining me. Did you like that video? Why don't you check out this video, or maybe this video, or you know what? Why don't you check them both out? And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much, and see you next time.